Good evening. We have a busy room. Please let me know if you have a question. First question for Nick.
Do you regret going to the pub last night? Do you think you could have played a bit better if you hadn't?
No. You look way too excited to ask that question. You must have a really boring life.
Nick, can I get your assessment of the way you played today, please?
Yeah, I thought I started a little slow, but you know, I thought he played really well today, and I knew his game plan was, you know, I got onto it pretty quickly. You know, he directed most of his serves to my forehand, and he hasn't really done that in the past. It's definitely my weaker return, so he was definitely trying to stay away from my backhand return a lot. But I thought just on big points, I mean, he played well. I mean, his forehand, when Rafa plays well, he hits his forehand line extremely well. And I thought today he was on fire with that shot. You know, every time he redirected and he was hitting balls just within the line. So I thought it was a high level match. 2 tie breaks. I got, you know, played a couple loose points here or there, and that's what all it takes against a player like that. He was just too good today.
Terrific match.
Thanks, mate.
Rafa said afterwards he thought you could be a future Grand Slam champion still. I was just wondering if matches of that kind of high quality, where you're playing so well, looking so up for it, really kind of inspire you to want to do that all the time and, you know, go for slams, whether you believe you can win slams, or if you're kind of happy just entertaining some of these sort of brilliant matches like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I'm capable of. Just depends how much I'm a great tennis player, but I don't do the other stuff. You know, I'm not the most professional guy. I won't train day in, day out. I won't show up every day. So there's a lot of things I need to improve on to get to that level that, you know, Rafa brings, Novak brings, Roger have been doing for so long. So it just depends how bad I want it. But no, at the moment, I don't think I can contend for a Grand Slam.
So you don't want it badly now?
That's 2 questions in a row. Wait your turn.
It's always tough to lose. Players react differently to a loss. Some cry, some get angry. So how do you deal with a loss?
Nothing. I'll just get out of here and go back to I'm playing mixed doubles, so can't really do much tonight. I don't know. I don't really. I mean, I get disappointed, but at the same time, I played today. I left it all out there, so I can't be too disappointed. Couple points here or there. You know, he's a champion. He played well in those moments, and that's why, you know, he's one of the greatest there is.
Nick, when you walk off the court having played a match like that, what are the things you want to go work on, or you feel like you want to work on?
Nothing. I don't want to step on a tennis court.
Nick, you played a great match, and
you were at the pub last night.
Yes, I know. You're ruining my
Okay. Okay. That's hilarious. All right.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, sorry. This is awkward.
So you know, you serve and volley really well, and it's very hard to do against Rafa. How did you feel about it?
He's just a tough player to serve against, especially on the ad side. Where he stands is difficult because he almost wants you to go wide. On the ad side, he stands so far behind the baseline and he makes a lot of returns. So I think it's important to mix up serve and volley whenever you can if you feel confident doing that. But I mean, today I thought he actually played really well. I thought he played well. I played well. I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, I suppose mixed doubles aside and however long that goes, what does the next few weeks hold for you? Do you take a break? What do you do now?
I'm not sure. I got my house in Bahamas. Might go there and just chill out.
Nick, you spoke yesterday about Ash Barty and how you've known her for many years, and she's been a super talent, and if she ever got her head together, she'd be a Grand Slam champion. Many people would say the same thing about you and your talents. Do you hope that it all comes together for you somewhere down the track?
It's a tough question. I don't know. I kind of like. I think I got to. I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that question at the moment. Sorry.
What you made of the news about Bernard Tomic today, that he got docked 100% of his prize money for his effort in the first round, and if you think that's what kind of precedent that sets in sport?
It's a little rough. Maybe all of the prize money. I mean, one, Song is an unbelievable player. Two, I think people kind of, when they watch Bernard, they just think because he moves a little slow and he plays the game a little slower and he doesn't look maybe as engaged as, I don't know, say a Carino Buster or something, they just assume that he's, you know, maybe not trying or giving, you know, 100%. But I don't agree with finding the guy all of his prize money. You know, he earned his right to be in the draw. He played the whole year, and he's obviously winning enough to be at the most prestigious tournament in the world, and to take all his prize money, I think's outrageous. But I just hope Bernard's alright.
Nick, two underarm serves today. What they got seem to get quite different reactions from the crowd. They kind of loved the first one, and there's some boos the second one, and they both worked. Why did you sort of put it back in the locker after that?
I don't know, man. If I do something outrageous, I get destroyed in the media for it. So I just thought I'd be professional, hit a normal serve. That's what I was thinking.
Seriously, you worried?
No, I'm
about
kidding.
it?
I just didn't want to hit another one. Oh, shoot me down for not hitting an underarm serve, centre court Wimbledon against Rafa. What do you want from me, man? Like, I do it. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
What really made that into a great match, Nick, was the level of needle that there was. You know, all the history. How important do you think it is for tennis as a whole to have those kind of rivalries? But do you regret not apologising for hitting him with the ball in the third set?
Why would I apologise?
Well, because that's the convention, isn't it?
Of what?
Of tennis.
Is it?
If you hit someone with the ball.
I didn't hit him. Hit his racket, no? But why would I apologise? I won the point.
He didn't look too pleased.
And? Well,
But you seemed to wind him up, and then he would then win.
I don't care. Why would I apologise? I mean, dude's got how many slams? How much money in the bank account? I think he can take a ball to the chest, bro. I'm not going to apologise to him at all.
Did you aim it straight at him?
Yeah, I actually was going for him, yeah. I wanted to hit him square in the chest. Lucky he's got decent hands.
Before the tournament, you said you weren't sure how many more Wimbledons you would play. Do you imagine yourself coming back here the next few years?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My record's pretty good on grass now. So I would assume I'd probably play Wimbledon.
Nick, Ash Barty had a long break and came back and turned into world number one. Is that something that might help you?
You're taking the piss. He literally just asked that 3 minutes ago. Like the exact same question. Right? Next question.
Nick, between the atmosphere on court 3 the other day, it was amazing, and today it's center court at Wimbledon, but people are laughing and interacting, and everyone is like so engaged from start to end. What does that mean to you to be able to bring that to a place like Wimbledon?
Yeah, it's special. I'm always willing to go out there and try and put on a show, and I know people that bought a ticket today. Probably had a great day. There was a lot of good matches on that court, and that was a really good match. I enjoyed myself a lot out there. And I was just, at times today, I was looking around, like, this is Wimbledon playing Rafa, and I'm having a lot of fun. And, I was a little different, underarm serves, and, there's a lot of people watching, so. But I'll probably wake up tomorrow, there'll be something negative about it for sure.
Do you think Rafa was taking too much time between points? Was that what you were complaining about to the umpire?
No, he was super quick.
Nick, you mentioned mixed double. Just curious about how that partnership came about, because it wasn't really expected.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I slid in her DMs bad, and then she was just like, "Yeah, let's play."
Impressive.
Nick, what do you admire most about Rafa?
I think his just ability to, he plays every point. He doesn't take 1 point off. And I feel like we're the polar opposites. I struggle so hard to just play every point with a routine and, have the same patterns. And his 1-2 punch, his first serve and his first forehand is probably the best 1-2 punch in the world apart from Federer. But and his just ability to bring it every day and compete it's special. It's not easy.
Nick, is there a need for the time management to be looked at a wider level so that you're not...
Like in between serves and stuff? I mean, I'm just high maintenance at times. But I mean, it's tough to... I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time, so he's probably got a little leeway, I guess.
One thing I was just going to ask is about the same thing. Do you think the top players get special and more favourable treatment from the umpires?
Not really. I mean, the umpire today was horrendous. I mean, he was terrible. Yeah.
What about him was terrible? Just the way he wouldn't pull up Rafa on the time?
I don't know, like, I'm serving and I'm like starting my routine and then Rafa says stop, and I'm like, the rule is like play to the speed of the server, so I'm like, well, why do I have to wait for him to get into his like rhythm every time? Then I got angry at the ref. He's like, nah, I'll tell him when I want to tell him, and I was like, ooh, a little bit of a power trip there, because you know he obviously feels pretty important sitting up on the chair. And then I don't know, he was just terrible. I thought the way he handled the match was bad. Like with the first challenge, he said that it didn't affect my return at all, and that's why Rafa got the point. And then I kind of threw that game because I was losing my head a little bit. I don't know. I just don't think he was up to scratch today. But that's most definitely not why I lost.
Nick, you might be right on that. I mean, you're within the rules. I'm just wondering, you know, when things go wrong like that, we see other players who accept it and they move on.
Yeah.
And they try not to let it get into their head,
Uh-huh.
or, you know, affect their rhythm.
Yeah.
But how much of a struggle is that to do? I mean, you're the one that has to go through that.
Yeah, it's tough. Some people deal with it better than others. I'm probably not one of the better ones at dealing with that sort of stuff, but that's just how it is. Oh, sorry.
Nick, you know, tennis is, I don't know, so structured, kind of uptight. You do things your own way, in the way you want to. You're your own man. Talk about that. Do you enjoy that? Is that fun doing that? Is that something you have satisfaction just doing it your way?
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun, and I know that I'm capable. Like I know that I can bring a level. You know, I haven't put in enough hours. I probably haven't trained enough. I don't have a coach. Haven't been doing enough gym, and I'm still go out there today and able to bring a level that, you know, can compete with one of the world's best and have chances to win the match. So I'm very confident when I'm on the court. Yeah, and maybe there are a couple of things I could do better, but yeah, I like the way I do things. At the end of the day, it's tennis, man. Like, is it really that important? I mean, everyone here, like, obviously, yeah, but for me, it's not so important. Here he is.
When you come to a press conference like this after this match, you enjoyed the match, you didn't enjoy to lose, which is normal. What is your attitude? I mean, you enjoy our questions, or you?
I love him, bro.
You would love to go.
I love him. I swear. I love him. I love him. I love the media. Like, I love doing the media.
Yeah?
Yeah, you guys are so nice to me. It's amazing. Like, you guys are the best. You guys don't brainwash anyone.
Are you teasing me, or are you
No, I'm being serious. You guys don't brainwash anyone. It's always facts. Love it.
The player the other day, and she was...
No, Ben's face is like crazy right now.
She was telling me that one of the things that helped her was to see tennis as a job, because that justifies her being away from her kid and stuff like that. I'm wondering for you, because as you say, at the end of the day, it's just tennis. Have you ever thought about it? It's just my job. I'll go all out at it, and it's just my job.
Yeah, it is my job. Yeah, I guess it's just whatever works for that person. If it works for her, that's great. I'm happy for them. I'm not gonna chop them down or be negative towards them. You know, just the way they do it.
Last two questions. Yes, sir.
Nick, you obviously, everyone seems to have an opinion on you, good or bad, but I was just wondering, how would you like to be remembered as a tennis player when it's all said and done, and people look back on your career? How would you like to be remembered?
I'm getting those questions at 24. I don't know, man. It's probably too soon.
Andy Murray is back in action today. Do you have any plans of going to see him at all? What do you think about his partnership with Serena? I don't know if you've spoken about it before.
Oh, his mixed doubles or his doubles?
Both, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I saw he's in a tight battle at the moment in doubles, but I mean, it's just good to see him around. I saw him in the locker room. We had a bit of banter, and it's just good to see him. You know, he had 5 pairs of shoes, and I was like, whoa, like, chill, like a bit nervous to be back on court. No, he's good. I'm just happy to see him back. It's good to have him around. He's a good guy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.